let's get to it. I was just gonna change these strings, but then I remembered, hey, I have a YouTube channel. Somebody might not know how to do this. I assume if you know how to play guitar and you're watching this channel, you probably know how to change strings, but maybe you don't. Or maybe you just got a 7-string, like something that I've had for a couple years now, with little Tremolo Floyd Rose here, and you don't know how to go about it. I'm going to show you. Tools you'll need. Some handy dandy wire snips. I got some really heavy duty ones. You don't really need ones this big, but they get the job done. An Allen wrench, the proper size for your lock nuts here and down here for the strings. Strings. We're using the Trivium pack today. I got these for Christmas. I'm stoked to try these out. I usually always get the Ernie Ball Power Slinky Cobalts, the purple pack. That's like what I live by, but I thought I'd try something different this time just to see how it goes. The Cobalts last forever, so I have high hopes for these that they will also last a really long time and give me a killer sound, so we'll see. Oh, a tuner. You gotta have a tuner. If you don't have one already, just download Reaper. It's free to download if you have a computer. Download G-Tune. That's what I use with Reaper. Super simple to use. You gonna play the instruments? Let's hop into it. Little side quest we got here. Let's see if you can see that. If you can see here, my my G string, my G string is sits a little lower than the rest. You can probably see it right there. It sits a little bit lower than the rest. I'm gonna see if I can also fix that. If I can, extra bonus points. But if not, whatever. I've been playing it like this for like 2 years, so we'll figure it out. So first thing you're gonna do, loosen all these top nuts up here. When you tune it, I usually do these one at a time, but when you're doing all new strings, I just take them all off just because it's easier that way. And put them down exactly the same way I got them. It's the mechanic in me. You might hear my kid playing with drums in the background, just ignore that. Alright. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to loosen that shit. Now, a lot of people, when they do this, they'll put something under this to keep it level. I don't really do that, but we'll do it just for the sake of this, I guess. Probably needs to be harder than that. Don't really know the point of those, I guess, to keep it level, but a lot of people do that when they do it. Sure, we'll be professional. So a lot of people will just clip these here. I'm actually just gonna untune them just in case like one of my other strings breaks. These are literally the only, this new pack of strings is the only other strings that I got. So I'm literally gonna loosen these bitches up just in case I need to use one in like a pinch emergency. Cause if you've ever bought 7 strings and you don't live in like a big town, like a Guitar Center or something, 7 strings are really hard to come by, like the good ones that you want. So I don't want to wait like weeks for some to be delivered. Okay. Step 2, complete. Step 3 is to use the Allen wrench in these long screws on the bottom here, and as you do that, these little black things here will loosen up and release the strings. Before I do that though, let's see if I can complete this side quest of raising the action on this D string. I took out the strings. Sorry, I wasn't recording. You just loosen these and they come out. Right now, I'm doing something completely freestyle, trying to find a washer so that my action bridge here sits higher to match the rest of them. So I'm trying to find a very tiny washer I can use. Might not be a recommended solution. Again, I'm just completely making this part up as I go along, just to see if it works. I don't see why it would hurt anything. So, got one little washer here. That might work. So, I'm gonna ever so delicately slide it under this here. You can see where the screw was. Slide it underneath where it's supposed to be. Like that a lot. Okay. Fuck yeah, dude. Yes. Okay. Check it out. So you can kind of see the washer in there. Just barely. As long as it doesn't mess with the sound, I don't really care. But I mean, look at it. It's flush now for the most part. It's not perfect, but it's way better than what it was. So we'll see how that works. Worst case scenario, I have to take it all apart and start again. Side quest complete. Now, step 3 is to polish your baby. This is Ernie Ball Instrument Polish. I have had this junk for so long. So many years. Get you a little nice microfiber towel. And go to town. You don't have to get everywhere right now. I like to just mainly get under where the strings are going to be, because this is the only time you're going to be able to get a nice good polish there. So really get the neck, the head, and the body, like in between the pickups. Really like to get the neck good.
What do you mean by that?
Even if you get a new guitar, you'll notice there'll be so much factory dust and dirt on the fretboard especially. So it's really good to change your springs and get those all cleaned up. Make everything last a lot longer. Woo! Look at that shine, baby. Yum yum. Thanks for the random jars of screws, bolts, and washers, Dad. And the Taco Bell. Yeah, moment of truth. The Trivium Dunlop. Artist selected custom set heavy core guitar strings. Oh, color coded and everything. Look at how beautiful, glorious my light is going. There we go. Wow. So pretty. They're very, very silver. Much more silver than my last ones. Jeez. It's just terrifying. Ooh, doggy, look at them long ass strings, man. Tell you what, Bob. Alright. We're gonna start with the biggest. Alright, so how we do this for the 7 string with the tremolo. So you take your ball in right there, That ball end right there. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's gonna break your heart. You just gotta snip that bit, just like that. Just like that. I'll find that later. Okay. And you got the nice flat end there. So what you gonna do? Let me just make this easier on everybody right here. Let me just point it down like that. How about that? Alright, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take it and you're gonna put it right under that little black block that we saw earlier. Just like that. So what you're going to want to do with the head now is you're going to want to take it. Just take it. Alright, and take the biggest string. And okay, first you're going to have to slide it under this if you have this. So watch out for this little metal thing here. But make sure it's lined up in your slot here, proper slot. And you're going to wrap it around one time, maybe even 2 times. I like to do 2, so I got enough. Actually, that might be too much on the big string. We'll do it just to be safe. We'll do it 2 times, and then you want to lace it in such a way. Oh, I could get a closer view. Alright. Just gonna have to lift the whole thing out. Alright. Lace it in such a way that the hole that you shove the string on goes over the string that you've wrapped around like twice. This will kind of keep your string from riding up when you're trying to tighten everything up. Really gonna help you out in the long run. Just like that. Pull it tight. We'll tighten it just a little bit. As you're tuning it up, make sure you pull that tight. Just until it gets nice and snug around that little tuning key there. And now we got bass. Drop Z right there. Right. And then the next one. And then another one.
And another one.
And another one. And we do it all over again. Oh my god, I just did what I freaking said not to do. I put it over the metal thing. And that's why you gotta take your own advice, kids. Also, you wanna make sure whatever side of the guitar it's on, that the strings are going towards the keys. So the big string wraps around the key this way, counterclockwise. The little strings wrap around the keys clockwise. Just in case some of you didn't notice that out there. And then we do it all over again. Alright, now we tighten them up and pray to God none of them slip out. I'm serious. Pray right now. Right, so I just found out that my entire audio section where I was tuning it was garbage sound quality, thanks to my guitar being way louder than it should have been. So, in a nutshell, basically what I just said was it's super easy to tune the 7th string. You literally just look at it from the stance of the bottom 6 strings are in E standard. The top string is the step below, like it's drop, basically like drop A. So it's A, E, A, D, G, B, E. Super simple. You play it literally, if you never had a 7th string before, you just got one, you play it just like you would if it was in like drop D, drop A, drop whatever. So it's the same way. And I really love that about it, that you can kind of have the best of both worlds with it. Oh, and also, you'll definitely have to go through and cycle tune multiple times, at least 3 to 5 before you actually get the tuning spot on. Literally just one lock nut at a time. One would be like the top 2 strings, the second one would be the 3 strings after that, and then the last one is the last 2 strings. Just keep going from top to bottom, tuning over and over again, playing, tuning until you get it right. And that's all she wrote, metalheads. As a final note, just the best piece of advice I can give you about these are to just have great patience because they're very finicky. Like I said, tune them one lock key at a time, and you'll have to go cycle through it, play it a little bit, tune it again, and keep doing that until it kind of stays in tune. You just gotta be patient. Sometimes, if you're like me and you've got like these older Floyd Roses, the strings might slip out from time to time. I've had that problem off camera about like 3 times with the high E string, where I had to put it back and it stayed so far. If it keeps happening, I'll probably just like replace one of the whole tuning assemblies down here. You can take it to your local guitar shop. I've done it before for like $50. YouTube also thinks that you'll really love this one. Go ahead and check it out. What are you waiting for?